People don't realize, like, they glorify this thing because you get an opportunity to play in these games that people dream about all around the world, but it's tough and there's a lot of sacrifice that goes in it. So just, can you talk a little bit about the sacrifices? Because I know it's also for you, it started really young where people were putting expectations. Can you talk about being that young and dealing with the kind of expectations that you had to?
Yeah, man. I mean, I got drafted when I was 16. And so, you know, it's kind of crazy when I think back about like the experience. So my mom moved with me. I got drafted to the New York Red Bulls. At the time was the Metro Stars. And so, I didn't have a license or nothing. Like we put our Toyota Camry on the train and trained it up. And then that was our vehicle while we was out there. And like my first day, coming in for physicals and everything, everybody pulling up, in their cars, and my mom dropped me off. She put her window down. You forgot your bag? Like I'm some real, like, it's crazy. And people looking at me like, and so like that's what it was like. But in the other end, I'm like so blessed because, you know, I'm not thinking about where I'm at. My mom, here she is dropping off her professional soccer player's son. Like, you know what I mean? And so I was just lucky to have that support. The support is huge. Having the right people to kind of be around, make sure you're 10 toes down. You know what that is like. I think that's something that I was really, really lucky to have. My mom close by, my family supporting me, and making sure that I stay grounded. It's a challenge.